Director of Blackstone Minerals, and we're well positioned to meet the demand from the growing lithium-ion battery industry with our flagship nickel project in northern Vietnam. We have an international portfolio of battery and precious metals, exploration and development projects. The Ta Khoa Nickel PGE project is our flagship in northern Vietnam. We also have the Goldbridge project in British Columbia. We have a district scale opportunity in British Columbia, and we have 48 kilometres of geology with potential for cobalt and gold. We also have the Silver Swan South project near Kalgoorlie, but today we'll be focusing on our Ta Khoa Nickel PGE project in northern Vietnam. We have a capital structure of just over 250 million shares on issue, the market cap of around $35 million and cash of $7 million. We recently added a major shareholder, EcoPro. EcoPro, the largest cathode manufacturer in South Korea. So they now have a position of 16%. Board of management also have a large position of 17% of the register. We have a very supportive shareholder in Deutsche Balaton out of Germany. We have a board management team with a history of major discoveries and creating shareholder wealth through corporate success. The key players being Hamish Halliday and Steve Parsons. This is a partnership that have been working together for over 20 years, and a history of projects all throughout the globe, different commodities, but a real, I suppose, history of creating shareholder wealth through major discoveries. Steve has recently had success with a group called Bellevue Gold Limited with a multi-million ounce discovery in Western Australia, and this is a great example of the type of success that is, I suppose, been consistently happening with this group over the last 20 years. It all happens behind the scenes with our very strong technical team headed up by Dr. Stuart Owen, Exploration Manager, and Steve Ennor, the vendor of the Ta Khoa Nickel PGE project. So we have a very strong board and management team with the technical capabilities to explore and understand this nickel sulfide district, but also bring this mine back into production. This is a snapshot of the lithium-ion battery. Over 40% of the cost of the battery is in the cathode. So the cathode is built up of a chemical compound of nickel, manganese, and cobalt. And so the initial lithium-ion batteries that went into the first electric vehicle had a ratio of 1:1:1 of nickel, manganese, cobalt. And there's a movement towards a high nickel cathode, which is this 8:1:1 chemistry. So we have 8 times more nickel than cobalt in the lithium-ion battery going forward. So there's a movement away from cobalt and into high nickel cathode. And that is a movement that we were, I suppose, alluded to by our partner EcoPro. Over 18 months ago, they said to us, can you look for nickel sulfide, because we're increasing the nickel in our chemistry and we're removing and reducing the cobalt. So this is a snapshot of EcoPro. So EcoPro is our major shareholder. They recently invested $6.8 million at a 62% premium to market. EcoPro are listed on the Korean Stock Exchange with a market cap of circa $2.5 billion. They have a subsidiary for the precursor, and they also have a subsidiary for lithium. Those two subsidiaries feed into EcoPro BM, which is a listed entity also. EcoPro BM build a cathode, which goes into the lithium-ion battery. And their customers are some of the largest lithium-ion battery companies in the world, being Samsung, SDI, and SK Innovation. So through our partner EcoPro, we have access to the largest lithium-ion battery companies in South Korea and some of the major players in the lithium-ion battery industry. So this is a flow of what we're trying to achieve. So the previous operators of this mine, they sunk $130 million into an existing concentrator and a modern mechanized underground mine. So this is the concentrator. This is the existing modern mechanized underground mine. So the previous owners mined a massive sulfide vein at Ban Phuc, and nearby and just to the other side of the hill, we have this large disseminated sulfide ore body. So it's a kilometre long, 500 metres wide, very large, large scale what we believe will be an open pit mine. So this is a picture of the Mount Keith mine in Western Australia. We believe we'll have similar grades and tonnages to Mount Keith. So the Mount Keith mine is one of the world's, I suppose, most successful nickel sulfide mines in Western Australia. Has a head grade of 0.5% nickel. The difference being is we have hydro power. So nearby we have the largest hydro power plant in Southeast Asia. So we have very low power costs, circa 6 or 7 cents per kilowatt hour. We have the existing concentrator. So this is the existing concentrator at the Ta Khoa Nickel Project. Our plan is to take the concentrate and produce a downstream product, which is the nickel sulfate for the lithium-ion battery industry. So we can go from the nickel in the ground all the way through to the premium product, which is the nickel sulfate for the lithium-ion battery. Nearby the mine, there will be a partnership between LG Chem and VinFast are looking to build a $2 billion lithium-ion battery plant in Haiphong, which is the port city nearby the mine. So in northern Vietnam, we believe there's an emerging hub for lithium-ion batteries and electric vehicles. So VinFast are a local conglomerate looking to build electric scooters and electric vehicles in partnership with LG Chem. So we're very well positioned into what will be, we believe, an emerging hub for lithium-ion batteries and electric vehicles. And we believe this is one of the best locations in the world to be building downstream processing for the lithium-ion battery. This is our snapshot of our tenure. We have the Banfuk nickel disseminated nickel sulfide is centrally located with the concentrator throughout this nickel sulfide district. We believe there's over 25 massive sulfide veins outcropping at surface undrilled. So we have outcropping nickel. This opportunity is very rare. A similar, I suppose, opportunity in Australia would have been drilled and mined maybe 50, 100 years ago. So this is a very rare opportunity where we've gone into a nickel sulfide district that hasn't been systematically explored. So we are now moving through all the different exploration techniques that we use as modern geologists and explorationists, and we're just systematically unlocking what we believe will be potentially a world-class nickel sulfide district. Just recently, we've moved on to the Ban Chang target, which is one of those 25 massive sulfide vein targets. And we've just today announced our maiden result with over 2 to 3% nickel, around 2% copper, and 3.4 grams per tonne in platinum plus palladium and gold. So we've got a very high grade, massive sulfide, which will be supplement the previous drilling, which was at the Banfuk disseminated. So the Banfuk disseminated will be the baseload feed, and this massive sulfide veins and high grade zone at Ban Chang will be a supplement to that feed from the main ore body, which is the Banfuk disseminated. So this is the downstream processing facility. We're looking to upgrade the concentrate through a pressure oxidation autoclave to produce the nickel sulfate, which is the downstream product for the lithium-ion battery industry. This is a tried and tested technology used all throughout the mining industry, particularly in the refractory gold space. So this is a downstream facility which we're looking to partner with EcoPro, and we were looking to partner and I suppose look to build this as a partnership over the coming years. We're on track to deliver a maiden resource and a scoping study in Q3. 2021 will be continuing studies with a PFS and a definitive feasibility study and looking to a decision to mine in early 2022. This is a 12 to 18 month build phase, and then we're looking to deliver nickel sulfate into the growing lithium-ion battery industry in the year 2023. So there's a supply crunch coming. There's a significant demand coming from the electric vehicle in 2023, and we believe that we're well positioned to feed into that demand that's coming in the coming years. So just in summary, we have an international portfolio of high quality battery and precious metals. We are on track for our maiden resource in Q3. That will be quickly followed up with our scoping study, which will also be looking at this downstream processing. So the scoping study will combine an upgrade to the concentrator with a autoclave as the downstream processing to deliver the nickel sulfate. So we're well funded to deliver scoping study and the further studies into 2021. But most importantly, we have a proven track record and a history of creating shareholder wealth through the drill bit and making major discoveries and moving assets back into production and creating shareholder wealth through corporate success. Just in summary, this is a, I suppose, overview of the asset in northern Vietnam. So we have a 450,000 tonne per annum concentrator. This is in good standing. The previous owners have sunk over $130 million here. So we have the ability to turn this back on and produce nickel concentrate. The concentrate will then be fed into our downstream processing facility, which we're looking to build with EcoPro over the coming years. So the previous owners also were operating a fully mechanised modern underground mine. So we can use this underground mine as a platform to access further underground mines or the open pit we believe will be at Banfork. So the underground potentially could be an access to the open pit. We're continuing with, we've got 2 drill rigs spinning at the moment. We will increase the drill rigs over time, and we continue to drill out the disseminated King Cobra zone at Banfork, but also we're now looking to drill out the Ban Chang massive sulfide opportunity, which we've talked about today. We have a fully operational 250 person camp. We have about 100 people on site at the moment through this exploration phase. We have a fully permitted tailings facility, which also acts as a water dam. We have all of the equipment in the concentrate shed refurbished and ready to go. We can turn this concentrator on very quickly. We have all the critical spares in the stores and well positioned to turn this mine back on into production in time for what is going to be a very high demand period coming from the lithium-ion battery over the coming years. We're very active on social media, so check your, I suppose, channels and keep in touch with Blackstone through social media and or the website, and look forward to meeting you all through the Mines and Money platform. Thanks for your time.